Let's go back to the Stone Age, or maybe 1987, with the Wacko-Saurs. Hi everybody, and welcome to this episode of the Kaz. In this episode, I am excited to show off one of my favorite trading card lines that I collected when I was a kid. I didn't collect that many, but when I did, they were special. The Wacko-Saurs were, to me, hilarious, and it showed off what sort of sense of humor I had. In 1987, an artist by the name of David Peters did what was basically before Photoshop was invented. I guess he basically created these kind of like a Garbage Pail Kid sort of setup, sort of thing where they had different names. Okay, it looks like from what I can read on the cards, they all say copyright 1987 David Peters, all rights reserved, made in Italy. They were produced by a company called Zoot, Z-O-O-T, in Niles, Illinois. I'll go through them here. Here we have Frizzy Liz. So I'm showing you the fronts with the names, and then these are the backs. I'm also showing the backs of them. Waylon Wally. Rick Rex. Looks like he had a male and a female name for each pair of cards. Rick and Becky. I don't want to take these out of the sleeves. I just want to keep them as pristine as I can. Fired Up Fran. Birth Dave. The nice thing about these is that some of them had puzzles where you could make different dinosaurs. Like this one is like the head of a dinosaur, but you can mix and match them with other heads, bodies, and tails to make up different dinosaurs. Sandy Claus. Ho Ho Howard. And then you had this one, which was a puzzle, and it's going to make up a giant picture for a puzzle. Shoppin' Sean. There was a total of 48 cards, 2 names per card. Maggie Baggy. And here's another part of a dino that you can mix and match with the other ones. Hang 10 Ken. Here's a portion of the middle part of a dino. Surf's Up Susie. Stone Joan. Monty Rushmore. Marry Me. These are actually stickers. Not only are they cards, but all of them are stickers that you can peel and put on your Trapper Keeper or your 3-ring binder or your folder for school. Greg Groom. Skate Kate. These are all funny how they were kind of like a play on words. Scott Board. Like here's a portion of the larger puzzle to make silly combinations. Is Astro Nate. Who nails a smiley face or an emoji to a dinosaur? Tracy Spacey. The funny thing about Tracy Spacey and Astro Nate I always thought was that the moon, he's landing on the moon here, but the moon is actually a golf ball. Star Spangled Brenda. I like some of these because they're very Americana, very patriotic. Yankee Doodle Danny here. Jeff Chef barbecuing there, like a dad would in the backyard. Another thing that these Wacko-Saurs had were silly, these pre-hysterical humor cards on the back. Just silly jokes the kids could tell each other on the schoolyard. Barbecue. Now Pete Beat here, as well as Sybil Symbols. I always thought that these were kind of creepy ones because I never liked looking at that big fat hairy belly of the person, whoever they put the dinosaur's head on. It just seemed gross to me. How do you tell a Stegosaurus from a bucket of fried chicken? I don't know. How? Remind me never to send you out for fast food. Tom Bomb. Supporting the Air Force there. Why does a Stegosaurus paint his toenails red? So he can hide in a cherry tree. How do you get down from a Brontosaurus? You don't. You get down from a goose. Oh, it took me a second. Down, like the feathers. You get down from a goose. Bombs Away K. Hairy Housewife. Homemaker Heather. I like how this one has the kind of like the Batwing glasses, but it has real people eyes in there. What's the difference between a Styracosaurus and the New York Philharmonic? The New York Philharmonic has 3 more horns. And what has a long neck and is covered with spots? A giraffe? No, a Brontosaurus with measles. Fine, Artie. Mona Lisa. School Bess. How would you describe us if we were sat on by the largest dinosaur? Ultrasaurus. Okay, take a look at this fossil. This is a perfect impression of a 2 million-year-old fish on the side of this rock. Yow, that fish must have been swimming mighty fast when he hit that rock. Russ Bus. And this is what the large puzzle turns out to be, the skateboarding dinosaur. I actually had the folder. There's a folder for my Trapper Keeper that was of this design. That's how much I liked it. I mean, these were really fun, funny cards. Nice, innocent, silly fun. Peddling Paula. I love the big wheel. What's he running over? Is he running over some car? He's running over a bunch of cars that are in traffic. And here's the directions on how to do the design a dino with each of the 4 parts of the dinosaur. Wheelin' Willie. I love the big wheels. Why are you playing the accordion? It keeps the dinosaurs away. There haven't been any dinosaurs in these parts for over 4 million years. I know, it really works, doesn't it? Why couldn't the post office deliver the dinosaur's mail? Because he stamped it. But you're supposed to stamp your letters. No, he stamped the post office. Eileen Eye Strain. What do you call a dozen dinosaur eggs? Extra large. What do you call a Tyrannosaurus Rex who breaks into your house, spray paints your furniture, and steals your TV? Rude. Foul Ball Bill. Here's one of the checklists. Triple Dip Skip. That would freak me out too, seeing a dinosaur's head pop out of my ice cream. Okay. Why did the Gorgosaurus, never heard of that one, the Gorgosaurus wear lime green tennis shoes? Because his pink ones were in the wash. What did the Triceratops say to the Tyrannosaurus Rex when he saw him eating a boa constrictor? Do you want fries with that snake? Ice Cream Joan. Look how she's screaming there, her eyes bugging out. There's another checklist. Same checklist. Mummy Mia. What do you call a monoclonius that wins the $1 million lottery? Lucky. What's green and comes in a red and white can? Cream of stegosaurus soup. Gary Gauze. Here's another of the finished puzzle. Live Bait Bob. Where does a 70,000-pound brontosaurus sleep? Anywhere he wants to. How can you tell if a brontosaurus has been on the roof? Look for his footprints in the basement. It's because his feet would go through the roof and go all the way down to the basement. Get it? Get it? He's so heavy. Reelin' Celia. Oh no. let's zoom in on this. There's actually a person there hanging from the tip of the fishing pole, being lowered into their mouth. That is funny. There's another design a dino directions. Egg Shelly. What time is it when a Protoceratops sits on a fence? Time to get a new fence. I think there's that joke that has to do with the elephant. What was the Ankylosaurus doing in the bathroom? Reptiling the floor. It's cracked shell Mel. And lastly, here is a used checklist. So yep, I did use this checklist to check off the Wacko-Saurs that I got. Alpha Betty. Okay, what are these jokes? Why can't the plesiosaur pass a lie detector test? Because he's amphibian. Got it? Amphibian. And what's this one? Check out this fossil. It's a perfect impression of a pterodactyl wing bone. Not a bad impression, but I've seen Rich Little do it better. Okay, for those of you who don't know, Rich Little was a guy whose claim to fame was doing impressions. I really didn't care for him. I didn't think his impressions were all that great, but I guess a lot of people did back in the 70s and 80s. That's who Rich Little was. Our third teacher. So we have a third checklist here. So that's it for this episode of the Kaz. Thank you for coming and looking at the Wacko-Saurs line of trading cards with me. These were, I really like these. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure it's because it was dinosaurs, because it was funny and had dinosaurs. If they're trading cards, they were funny and they're dinosaurs, but how can you not love dinosaurs with the American flag behind them, dropping bombs, cooking people in convertibles, and dressed like Uncle Sam, landing on the golf ball moon. And what else were they doing? They were on Mount Rushmore. They were getting married. They were surfing. They were going to the malls back in the 80s. They were getting married, riding skateboards, flying around looking like Superman, having birthday parties, and rocking out 80s style. But thanks for coming to this episode of the Kaz. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.